This one got to go down. So. Is it? Hey, I'm back. I figured out who the mole was, and I got rid of him. And now I'm free. So there's that. Hey, y'all. I figured out who the mole was. I told y'all I was going to figure it out. That user has been blocked from the channel. I knew what I was feeling. I was right. It's distractions all around me. My real Mr. Circle must be coming because it's distractions around. And I feel free right now. I do. I don't know. Y'all been seeing me be different. I've been different for like the last month and a half, and I kept telling y'all what I felt. It was a mole in the place. But I went on and did what I needed to do. I realized that mole is a distraction, and they only come around to distract me. Don't want nothing. Just a distraction. And they've been secretly watching from a hole in the ground. Hey, but I filled the hole up. And I went through and I filled all the holes up. If there was any holes, they're all filled and cemented over. Oh, yes. Hey, thank you so. Am I married? Hell no. As a matter of fact, my divorce anniversary is going to be here. And I'm about to go and get outside early. I'm going to get outside ahead of the summer so I can test the waters and see what's out there before the summer hits. So I already know what I'm looking for because I ain't been outside in a few summers, about 10. For real. I ain't been outside in about 10 summers. But this summer, Circa about to be outside. If the world ain't blowed up and we ain't trapped in, I'm outside with it. I ain't been outside in about, it's 23. I ain't been outside since 2008. I have not been outside since 2008. But I'm going to be outside with it yes, nephew. I might have to come visit y'all down in Atlanta. I'm about to be outside with it this year. If the world is about to go, I'm about to go. All these trips I've been getting offered, I'm about to take them. I'm about to take them now. I didn't sit down long enough. It's almost been 20 years. Thank you. I'm about to get out here, sis. And not out here like, oh no, but I'm about to be outside. I'm about to be outside. I'm about to be outside. If the Lord wills. I ain't about to be on no BS either. I sure will come to LA. Sure will. Sure will. Sure will. My kids grown. I'm about to get out this house. I'm not about to be sitting here. So if folks gonna be watching, they gonna be watching me live a great life. I was trying to stay at the house so folks don't know what I'm doing. But what is I'm doing? Why is I'm stopping my life to make sure people don't know where I'm at and what I'm doing? F it. Somebody need to. I'm about to go. I had already been thinking about it. Didn't I tell y'all the first 3 months, the first month, 2 months of my year, I be reevaluating stuff and seeing around my birth. I get rid of a lot of people around my birthday. And my homegirl just showed me that pattern. She said, you don't even realize it, do it. January, February, your months. It's like right before your birthday, every year, you be cutting folks out. I said, oh, I didn't even realize. Guess I say, well, I'm a year older and another year wiser, so maybe you shouldn't go along with me now. And I'm human. I go through my whole maybe I do, maybe I don't, maybe I do, but no, maybe I do. I do want to not do that. I done gave myself, and I don't mean my body, I mean energy, whatever to so many people for so long. I don't want to. If you ain't making me feel nice, and if you don't, thank you so much. If you ain't making my mind tingle, I don't care if it's a friend, a family. That's why I don't go to the family reunions and stuff. It don't interest me. I've never been to a family reunion, not my own. I done been invited to other people's, but I ain't never been to not one of my. Not that I can remember. Maybe my mama took me when I was little, but I can't remember. I don't do. I don't. I just want to go to Colorado and go to a place up there and hang out for sure. It's a bed and breakfast thing. I think I want to take myself. Yep. Hmm. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Daquana. Hmm. Anyway, y'all want some giant trivia? Yeah, it's crazy. See, God let me live a lot of lives so that I could identify with a lot of people. I identify with men here, women here, young, old. He made me live a lot of lives so I could do that. That's why I don't be tripping about all my experiences. People be like, dang, you. Well, I can talk to a lot more people. I have multifacets of people. There's a million gazillion people that I can identify with. So, yeah, I'm grateful and I'm still having experiences that will help me identify that many more people. When you isolate yourself as far as not interacting, see, you can interact with people and not interact with people. So you can be around people all day and not interact with them at all. But when I interact with people, I'm watching your body language. I'm watching how when I ask you questions, how your eyebrows go up. If I ask you a question that you don't want to answer, what you do. I watch all of that stuff. I do. I do. And you should. You definitely should. You definitely should. I don't stop myself from interacting with people. I've just interacted with so many over my last 43 years. I be tired because I went through the whole experience with people. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was around them, but I didn't know them that well. No, I can't do that. I can't be okay with that because I have to know you if you're going to be around me. I don't care if it is at work. I need to know everybody temperament. Like, I have to know those things. So then I'm going to talk to everybody at work. It ain't going to be not one person that I don't talk to. So what's your story? What's going on with you? Boss, everybody. I don't care. I'll go sit in there and be like, all right, so what's going on with you? I mean, like, what type of person are you? This is the CEO of the company. I need to know if those I'm laboring among. You know what I mean? I don't care who it is. And people will tell you, words can be deceiving, but people will tell you who they are. And you just have to believe them. And then don't second guess yourself. If you feel something, write it down and see how many times it happens. Remember, I told you about the stepping on the foot thing until you finally push them, and then they make it like you the bad guy. You don't remember the 17 times you stepped on my foot purposely, and it's all that space over there. You came right over here and walked and stepped on my big toe. So none of that matters. Just the fact that I done pushed you and now you hit your head and you bleed. Oh, okay, well, thank you so much. Well, feel however you felt when I told you you hurt my toe. And if that's what you gotta feel, well then feel it. I don't really know what else you want me to say after that. Mm-mm. I don't. What you want me to say? Because I asked you not to step on my toes 1,000 times, and then when I punch you in your throat, I'm the bad guy. Okay. Well, let that be that. Thank you. My daughter bought me the shirt from City Trends when I went to Florida because I was in a very depressed state. And I was getting ready to take whatever to Florida when I was going with my sister. She said, Mom, no, we went and got you some stuff. And then these pants came from Walmart for like $2.63 or something because they was marked down. So it's about $3. The hairpins came from Dollar Tree, $1 for two. And then my earrings came from the hair store. I'm sure they wasn't but nothing but $1.99. So altogether about $15 with tax. And my shoes is free because my sister made them for me. I'm so grateful. So thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So there's that. Nappy hair by me. Free. $1.03. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's why I said, y'all. I said, well, I'm going to say, it's a whole bunch of. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Watch from afar. That's what I'm going to tell you what I need you to do. Just don't. I'm about to go live. Anyway. So, all right. Here we go. Are we ready for a name? Giant trivia, anyone? Y'all want some giant trivia? Or no? Do we? I'm so happy I got that mole out of here. I do not feel like heaviness on my shoulders or feel like something is lurking or that's why I've been different. Y'all, I can feel I'll be like just kind of reserved and not so and now I feel like that's so crazy. You like my slides, thank you. They were made by a very talented young lady in here. Just got these locks. Come on. Come on. Where is my oh about to get angry, sorry. Where is my stuff? I need to make okay, so did Cora not Cora. What's the other lady from Tyler Perry? Did she really die? Can you order them? Yeah. So is she dead or alive? So then how come Hattie posted RIP too? Okay. We gotta pray over her. You know how they be. You get to seeing it and then something be crazy. Okay, he talked to her. Okay. All right. I was asking family day. Okay. Okay. I was just asking. I was just because I know y'all know. Y'all be on the internet for real. They was hacked. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. That's fine. I just wanted to know, family. That's all. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. She's alive. Okay. Come on. Y'all ready? Or no? Yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm already ready over here. You see? Y'all ready? Okay. Here we go. Eurymedon. Eurymedon. And if you have the book, don't cheat right now. Let people have time to go look it up. If you have the book, don't give people a few minutes, y'all. If you have this book, don't just go straight to the book. That's not fair. You got to give people time that don't have the book to get to the internet to find it. Okay? I'm going to spell it again. Eurymedon. Eurymedon. Who is it? We're doing giant trivia right now. We're looking up. Good morning. Yeah, I'm going to figure out if it's going to be hot or cold in here in just a minute. Because it's chilly, but I don't want it hot. Ugh. King of the Giants in Turkey. Really? Who is he? He's king of the Titan, the father of Prometheus. Thank you so much. Which I got over here on YouTube. All right. You see something about Poseidon? So I'm going to show y'all what I have here. It says the king of the Gigantes, Eurymedon, which means wide ruling, or like ruler of a lot. Okay. Of classical Greek mythology, was the first lover of the goddess Hera or Juno. Did y'all hear that? So listen. Now we about to get it in. All right. So the king of the Gigantes, Eurymedon, which means wide ruling of the classical Greek mythology, was the first lover of the goddess Hera. Before Zeus, who is Jupiter, or Juno and Jupiter. Y'all know where I'm going with this. To our handy dandy book. Because we know Juno and Jupiter. See? Every time we go right back here. Y'all think I just be trying to pull out the same stuff. I just opened that book up and found something. And every time, it take us right back to the same place. This is why I told y'all this book going to be so important in your studies. I don't want to knock nothing over. Y'all see what them two names it say right there? Hold on. I forgot. I got to turn this around. No, I don't. I wish they would quit updating stuff. They just move buttons from one place to another. That's all they do. That's stupid. And if people call that an update, it's stupid. Okay. Y'all see Juno and Jupiter there? Right here. See them? See what's right over them? Assyria, Chaldee, and Babylonian or Babylon. So right over, you see how they play with your mind there? They tell you, right? But then they kind of take it away. Because right next to that, it says instead of the Chaldeic, the Greek names of the kings of Babylon and Assyria are herein given and used. So when you see Juno and Jupiter, you are actually reading about the Assyrian and Babylonian kings in Chaldea, in Chaldea, in the Chaldeans, excuse me. Do you see how crazy that is? We just gonna use the Greek names for them, but really you're reading about the people that were in ancient Mesopotamia. So when I come right here, and I do the king of the Gigantes, Eurymedon, which means wide ruling. Now, who is one of the people that lived in Ur that was king of the world? Who was king of the world? Og was king of the world. Who else was king of the world? Gilgamesh. Who is who? Who is Gilgamesh? What's his other name? Job was a ruler. Nimrod or Nimrud. Right. Right. Job was a ruler in ancient Mesopotamia. Nimrod, Nimrud, and Gilgamesh are all the same person. Okay? All the same people. And then the young lady, like I said, thank you so much for sending me the book. Because that book, Ireland, Ur of Chaldees, could easily be Ireland. Because at that time they ruled over. This is why we have Easter Island and all of the monolithic structures that we have in Mexico, Japan, and they all have like a PLC type phenotype, like black folk features, but their eyes might be more slanted, or their nose or their lips are more pronounced. Like, but you could tell it's a person of color. But they have Nebuchadnezzar, right? He was another ruler. So when we go and we're doing this giant trivia, do y'all see how clearly they tell you? Because if your big green book, which is a history book, says, listen, anytime that you see Greek and Roman mythology, you're really reading Babylonian and Assyrian or the Chaldean history, the history that's in the Bible. The Bible talks about Ur and the Chaldeans all the time. This is why Ur of the Chaldees is so important when you're doing your Bible study, because you're reading about the giants. You read nothing but, I told y'all, all of the people that Israel was fighting against was giants. And we go through these lists to see who they're listed as in Greek and Roman mythology. And then, boom, we can find out who they are in the Bible, because they are in our Bible. Because the Bible talks about Ur of the Chaldees. We know that Roman and Greeks didn't start writing until after like 1492 BC, because it was a Phoenician person, a Phoenician scholar from Persia or wherever they was at over there, that went to Rome and took the 13 to 15 letters, which is how we got the Roman and Greek dialect. So it makes sense. Remember when I told y'all, I said, listen, it's just their kids that went over to Rome, and because God had changed the languages, they changed the names. Some of the names are the same, but it's the same stories. No, 6 foot was not considered a giant. 6 foot was a small person. We were like midgets. Literally, they called us the smaller selves. Y'all remember the picture I showed y'all where the people that's our size right now is this big. They climbed up on the person that was this big, but then it was a person even bigger than that person in the statues in Egypt. So the regular size people was this big. The medium-sized people was this big, and then the people was triple that size that was sitting down on them things. The Amorites were tall as cedars. How tall is a cedar tree? What is the tallest cedar tree? What's the tallest cedar in Lebanon? And then tell me how tall the trees are in the sinkhole that they found in China or Japan this summer, last year. Jack and the Beanstalk was very real. And so was Paul Bunyan, 120. Make you wish you was about 60 feet, don't it? Yeah. He was 120 feet tall, huh? So the Amorites were 120 feet tall or 174 feet tall. The green giant on the top of the peas can. Yes, nephew. Oh, 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 green giant. Yeah. Just like they've been putting mermaids on our tuna cans for years and we didn't think nothing of it. And it said fish of the sea. But it's a half person, half fish. And we bought it because we thought that was cool that there was a mermaid. And then I found out in 2022 that islanders don't eat fish without the head on it because they know that it is mermaids. And they don't know people in Asia, I heard, don't like eating their fish like that either. Different parts of Asia because they know that sailors and fishermen will they'll kill the mermaid and sell the bottom half. You have fairies in your yard? I believe it. See, see, see. We'll just start here with you. Where is the other? It might already be out. I don't know where it is. Oh, thank you. What is a fairy, though? What is a fairy? A fury, a menacing spirit. Anderson's fairy tales or Anderson's fury tales. We got Grimm's fury tales. Yeah. My pumpkin sent me this. Thank you so much. What did it say on there? The ultimate guide to the magic of fairies, genies, demons, ghosts, gods, and goddesses. Magical beasts. Wonder if it's a fairy in here. Up on page 51. Let's go to 51. And none of these books are by the same people. What color is she? See if it's one in here. Up on page 26. That's what it says. I'm going to get to that, but look at this. And they show you on the map where it is. Ancient Egypt. See how they be telling the kids where to go? This the kids' book. Y'all know this is the kiddie book. The kitty kid book. Y'all see it? It's a kid's book. But they should be telling them the truth. See anything behind them that looks familiar? No, of course you don't. Doesn't this look like miscegenation? Didn't I tell y'all they be telling the kids what it is? This looks like exactly what God said. Thank you so much. This looks like exactly what God said was going on in ancient Mesopotamia, don't it? And we'll keep on letting them tell us that these things never existed while they are making them in laboratories as we speak. I just gave myself a paper cut. I don't like that. Ooh, that's going to hurt later because that's right on my thing. So now when you go read Jasher and you read Enoch and it says that all the animals sinned because they started mixing them. It's not bleeding. It's a little bitty. I just felt it slide right on the side, but it's just on my knuckle. It ain't bleeding or nothing. It's just going to be that irritating when you put it in water. It burn type stuff. That. All right. So we know that he was the king of a lot of places or a large area. This Euramido. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Right? And it says that he was the first lover of the goddess Hera or Juno before Zeus or Jupiter came into power and married her. Hera, a good friend to gain, the mother of Eurymedon, bore the giant a son, Prometheus. After his ascension to the throne, the god learned of his wife's old romance and cast Eurymedon into Tartarus. And using the excuse of Prometheus's having given fire to mankind, chained him to a rock to have his liver ripped out and eaten daily by an eagle. Wow. Hercules would play in it, arranged to have the demigod engaged in a quest when the war began at Phlegra. Wait a minute. We have got to freaking figure out who Hercules is in the Bible. We got to figure out who he is. Because this war has got to be listed in the Bible. Because we know that Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter. So we got to figure out who Hercules is. We really do need to study this line because it don't say though. He just come on the scene. Right here. In the Antiquities of the Jews, in chapter, I didn't rip this. I'm going to have to give me some tape. Hold on, y'all, because I don't want this to rip out here. I'll do it later. I gotta be very careful because this page about to rip out, and it's one of the most important pages in this book. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But I'm trying to just give me a second. This made me sad. I don't know. Because my book is red. Because we always go to this page. Okay. So it says Abraham after this married Keturah, by whom 6 sons were born to him, men of courage and a sagacious mind. What does sagacious mean? Sagacious. What does sagacious mean? They had sagacious minds. What does that mean? I need coffee. Oh. I think I'm going to put me a coffee pot in here. Thank you so much. Showing keen discernment and good judgment. Is Keturah the same as the woman that got sent away with Israel? I mean, not Israel, but what's the other brother's name? It was Jacob and Esau. Jacob and not Esau. Isaac. Jacob and Isaac. No. Isaac. Who is it? Yeah, Jacob and Isaac. Right? Is it Jacob and Isaac? Ishmael. Thank you. That's his name. Ishmael. Thank y'all. I couldn't remember. Ishmael. Who is Ishmael's mama? Hagar, right? Right. Hagar is Keturah. She got 2 names. So he went back to Hagar after Sarah died. And had the rest of his kids by her. So his kids by Keturah had keen mental judgment and discernment, and Abraham was well versed in the stars, the moon, and all of those things. Abram, whose daddy worshiped gods, right? His dad is Terah, right? Okay. Y'all remember in Joshua when he went in there and tore down his daddy's stuff? He knew about astronomy. He lived when these things were really created. Because do y'all realize when Abraham was on the land, the giants and stuff was around? Samson is Hercules. How you know? Yeah, I got rid of them all, so I'm good. Go back to being my damn self. My normal self. I knew I felt the dark cloud over me. I don't be believing it. I be feeling stuff, I'm telling you. Mhm. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's look. Back to what I was saying. Y'all ready? Abraham, after this, married Keturah, by whom 6 sons were born to him. So he has 6 sons by Keturah, men of courage and sagacious mind. The first one is Zambran, Zambran. Zambran. Before we get there, we'll get to that because I don't know. Zambran. Who is Zambran? Where do Zambran people live? Is there anything on Google or anywhere else that you might search about the Zambran people? The Zambranites. It's a town in Spain. Where else? What else we got? Oh, tell my sister and you thank you. I appreciate it. I love it when we got couples that watch. Because y'all can grow together. That's so cool to have somebody to share in what you're learning. No O. Also known as Zimran. Now I believe Zimran is in the Bible. Is it, Rini? Is Zimran one of the it's okay. Okay. So Zimran, where did they live? Who's excited to know that they've been telling us the same stories, just different names, and maybe when you came here you thought I was a little mistaken and now you see it every single time you open a book and or watch TV. I know he was. I'm saying, does it say where his people settled? Where in Arabia around Mecca and Medina? Okay, 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 okay. Because when I first started telling y'all, these is our cousins, and all those Japanese, I said these the same stories, y'all. They are cousins. I'm telling y'all, they telling the same stories. So now, do you understand why I say being inclusive and not exclusive? You who now, since you've been inclusive and not exclusive in getting information, or only looking to exclude the information that you find to make it wrong, has learned more by looking into everything. See the value of it now? Y'all probably didn't see the value of getting a Japanese mythology and a Persian mythology and a Celtic mythology and an African mythology and a American Indian mythology and all of those mythologies. But now you absolutely understand why you should. Now you understand why we have this big green book when it shows when the line of people started. Now do y'all understand why I said that's so important? Thank you. I can't research one thing before I find something else. Come on. You be like, oh God. So now do you see why I said one word can have you studying that one word for 6 months? And it ain't that you just studying that one word. It's all of the information that you find looking up that one word that have just. Now y'all see why I got stacks and stacks of journals. Stacks and stacks and stacks of journals. Now y'all see why I do, because it be so much. Gotta give you as much information. The devil don't want you to know, and the devil hide things from you and try to only give you bits and pieces to keep you confused. But God will overload you, not in a bad way. God will overload you with the information that you need. Zimran's son is in the book of Jasher with Abihim, Molech, and Narim. Okay, so thank you for that. I'll be looking. But do you see now how these? Now do you see when people say, "How do I fact check?" Well, if I got books that talk about these different places and all of this, the names might be changed. But if I know the storyline, now do you see why I said don't worry about the names so much at first? Always learn the storylines, and then you'll be able to pick it. You'll be like, no, I already know. I done read this over here. Excuse me. It's the same story. They just change the names. The Bonnie Zone. Where do these people live? You can put the timeline of the people in the lands. Exactly. So when you go through your big green book and it shows you where the different dynasties started in Persia, the Persian dynasties, the Japanese dynasties, the Chinese dynasties, it tells you when those people started. But you can go up and see who was living in Rome, in Egypt, and in all of these places at that same time, the rulers. So when it's talking about that they were fighting against the kings, it was the Game of Thrones trying to be the king of the world. Exactly what's going on right now. One ruler for everybody. So has it really changed much? No, because we're getting ready to have a one world leader right now. Exactly how Nimrod was. Exactly how Job was. Do you see? So he said that can't happen. It already did. There's nothing new. And then new. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we know he had some sons with her. It says, and then somebody else had some sons. We got to go look this up. But it says, now for all these sons and grandsons, Abraham contrived to settle them in colonies. Okay? And they took possession of the troglodytes and the country of Arabia the Happy, as far as it reaches to the Red Sea. It is related of this Ophron that when he made war against Libya and took it, and that his grandchildren, when they inhabited, called it from its name Africa. And indeed, Alexander Polyhistor gives his attest to what I say here, who speaks thus. Cleodemus, the prophet, who was called Malchus, who wrote a history of the Jews in agreement with the history of Moses, the legislator,
relates that there were many sons born to Abraham by Keturah. Nay, he names three of them, Aphor, Surim, and Japhran, that from Surim, the land of Assyria was denominated, and that from the other two, Aphor and Japhran, the country of Africa, took its name, because these men were auxiliaries to Hercules when he fought against Libya and Antaeus, and that Hercules married Aphor's daughter, and on her, and of her he begat a son, Diodorus, and that Sophon was his son, from whom the barbarous people called the Sophacians were denominated. Jesus is God's son, and Israel is God's son, but in a different way. Israel is a nation. Jesus was a being, and Israel was, you know, y'all know my son about to be 26 in a couple of days. He make me real happy. My son about to be 26. Hold on, y'all. Good morning, son. I can't believe it. Can y'all believe that? Yeah, his birthday 9 days before mine. Mhm. Crazy, right? That's nuts. That's my boy. He about to be 30 in 4 years. And I only been out of my 30s for well, 3. So in 4 years, he'll be in his 30s. And right now, I only been out of my 30s for 2 years or 3, depending on if you count what I mean. But I'm 42, so about to be 43. So 3 years. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy how the cycle of life just? I'm cycling out of my 30s and he's cycling right on in. Thank you. Yeah, because he about to be 26 and yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's my oldest. He'll be 26 on the 1st. And then I turned 43 on the 10th. And then my oldest daughter, she'll turn 24 in May. And then, thank you. And then my other baby, she'll be 21. And my youngest will be 20. I'm done. Get her done. You hear me? Yeah. So 43 gets me 26, 24, 21, and 20. Okay, we gonna look into it. We was just somebody was just throwing something out there. Yes, yeah, that's what I said. I'm about to be outside. I sat down. I already done sat down. I done sat down. I sat down at a good age too. You know what I said? I sat down. I sat down. And now I don't gotta sit down. I ain't got no babies to get up and make no breakfast for. I ain't gotta run nobody to school, work, help with no projects, bake no cookies. My time is free. Besides y'all take up more of my time than anybody. So yeah, it's coming back to me. It's been about 26 years. It's coming back though. I'm about to figure it out. I jump in the water. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna figure it out. Make a boat on the way. What you just said. Yes, yes, I'm so excited. Yes, no, honey. I'm about to be 43 years old, and my son, he's about to be two. That's so crazy. I just remember bringing that little boy from home from the hospital thinking, I don't know why God gave you to me. I used to think God made a mistake. You sure you want me to be your mama? Me, this girl. He just used to look up at me, and I used to say, well, kid, I guess we going to grow up together. Let's get it. You're here now. What I'm going to do? Can't give you back. So there's that. Thank you. Yeah, and I love him. He's so, all my kids, y'all, I promise. They make me smile. My grandkids, y'all see how my face light up for them grandkids, but I light up for my kids the same way. But they didn't. They're like, their kids are 2.0s. They're like a new iPhone. You still like your old iPhone or whatever, and it still works and it's great. You love it because you're connected to it, but the new one just makes you feel all spicy. That's how the grandkids is. Like they just bring that joy back because kids that have an attitude. The grandkids ain't learned too much attitude yet, so you just gonna always get smiles from them with no attitudes mostly, unless they hungry or sleepy. But other than that, it's gonna be all giggles. And my grandbaby, she didn't learn how to clap, so she was wiggling her little hands and feet. My grandson walking like it's just all new experiences. I love my kids, but the grandkids, they just do something else for you. They do. It's my kids 2.0 because they look just like their parents and they act just like their parents. Both of my grandkids act like they mamas to the T. And I said, yeah, they're your attitudes outside your body. They are your attitudes. They are their personalities and attitudes in another body. That's it. That's all. I said, well, now y'all get to see what I had to deal with from birth. Because I be trying to tell my kids, y'all don't act no different than y'all did from the day you came home. You had it. If you got this attitude now, you done had it since the day I brought you home. One and 8 months, about to be 9 months. So one of them is about to be 14 months, and the other one is about to be 9 months. They 6 months apart. Five, six. One was born in December, and the other one was born in June. 6 months and 4 days apart. My grandkids are. We got a grandson and a granddaughter. They hit me with, man. Like I was talking to all my friends, like, yeah, girl, all of y'all is grandmas and stuff. And I don't even got no grandkids. I got hit with 2 and 6 months. My oldest daughter's hit me quick, boy. I found out about the one in about May or so. And then right in September, October, found out about September, I think, found out about the other one or whatever it was around that time somewhere. Yeah, they hit me with them 6 months apart. So I went from zero grandkids in May of 2021. And by June of 2022, May of 2022, I had two basically because my granddaughter was born in early June. They hit me hard. Ain't that crazy? They hit me hard. Yeah, but I love them. I would not trade my grandkids for nothing. I'm so happy their parents had them, and because they are beautiful, and watching them grow, it's absolutely amazing. It makes me real full of joy. hmm To see your lineage, to see yourself replicated. Like my grandbaby, y'all know I told you I rubbed my feet together. Like She do a lot of the stuff I do. My grandson do too. Like I see myself in my grandkids. Like it's a lot of stuff that they do that I know that's me. Cause their parents might even not even do it, but I do it. And I like I see them do stuff and I be like, so that whole matriarchal DNA thing is real. It's real. And I'm not even around them every day for them to pick up on my stuff. Girl, they gonna be a whole girl. They gonna it's a girl and a boy, 6 months apart. I mean, they gonna be in school together. Yeah, they gonna be cutting up. Don't tell your mama, and don't tell my mama. If I got in trouble, don't you? I ain't gonna tell my mama, and you gonna tell your mama, and then we gonna be good. They gonna be like brother and sister. Keeping the secret. Hey, they said they already be getting this stuff together. I said, mm-hmm. She didn't see her big cousin walking. My daughter said, Mom, why she trying to pull up on the bed now? She want to stand up. I said, yeah. She the only one in the house ain't walking. She ain't about to have that because he get up and go. Now she got to watch him. She ain't cool with that. She is not cool with that. Nah, everybody can get up and leave her. She about to get it moving. Put her in that walker and watch her follow right on that thing. She gonna be running right behind him. You ain't where you going? Let me see how to move this thing so I can get to where you at. What's going on in there? I can't. Kids too nosy. Way too nosy. Y'all not leaving me. That's why she back. That's why she started. And she crawled fast too. I ain't been crawling that long. Crawl fast. I said, yeah, she ain't about to keep letting y'all leave her in there and go and be and in the bathroom and in the kitchen and she don't know what's going on. Kids do not let you do that. You know they figure out a way to if they gotta roll off the bed and roll to you, they will. You ain't leaving me. Yes. I'm grateful though. I'm grateful to be a grandmother. And no, I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not happy I had my kids early. I don't recommend that, but I'm not God. He knows when everybody's gonna be born. He chooses your parents and when they gonna have you. So there's that. Mary was 14 years old. It is what it is. With that, I'm grateful that I have my children. I'm grateful because they taught me a lot. According to Josephus, Africa, country of Carthage. This is named from Ephor, son of Median, and son of Keturah. Yep, that's what we just read in there. So now do y'all see why these are? This is why when we look in the Hindu culture, we see that they have Brahma, right? Where can you read more about Mary? And it's probably already down. Give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. In this book right here. Please screenshot this because I probably won't hold it back up. But in here, because I'm not to the person that asked, but it'll be people that wait till I put it down and put it back on the shelf and ask me to hold it up again. And I'm not. You can just look at it online. But this book has the birth of Mary in it, the infancy of, excuse me, Jesus Christ. Because our Bible don't talk about Jesus. It just say he was born, he grew up, and then he was crucified. But you can read, it's 2 books. The infancy of Jesus Christ, and then well, it just depends on where you read it. In here it's the second and the first. But then if you read it in another one, there's no front of it. Because I took the cover off of it. That's why I just showed the page that I showed.
I showed the cover of it. It's a grease stain on it. You're welcome. So you can get this at Walmart, I think, or on Walmart. But it also has, if you want to read about what happened when Jesus went into the earth, y'all heard about Nicodemus. It's in here. So you can read about the demons, how Lucifer had a conversation with Beelzebub and all of this, and how they plotted the whole thing, how they incited the Jews against him, and all that. It's all in here. William Home. I mean, it ain't no best one. There's no best one. It's just whichever one you get. They pretty much all say the same thing. One of the things I do if it's a book I like, I get double copies. So buy two. Buy William Home, and then if you find somebody else that interpreted it or translated it, then get that one too. That way you can check and see, because one person might have got a hold to a manuscript that another person didn't get. Yeah. Y'all had a big debate on when Jesus went into the earth. Oh, it's a funny story. Ain't it, y'all? Don't tell it for the people that haven't read it. But for the people that have read it, isn't Nicodemus a great book? And the Bible talks about the book of Nicodemus. Talks about Nicodemus, book of Nicodemus. But you don't see it, you don't see it nowhere in that KJV, but it is the book of Nicodemus. I don't know. You would have to search for it. Uh-oh. Oh yes. It's good. I'm slowly becoming obsessed. Just go on and get your pencil pouch and your glasses. Put your little tape on them. Yeah, you started printing books from me. I told you, honey. I got y'all seen my printed books. Y'all seen it. I see everybody be trying to act like they gotta have listen. When I did not have the money and God, it just wasn't in the budget. I printed the books. Before I started printing them, I was writing them down. I told you I would have my tablet and I would sit there and I would write down the whole book or whatever, word for word, paragraph for paragraph. I would write it down because I didn't have the money, but I wanted to go back and read it. And so that was that. And then God blessed me, to get my tablet and to start getting my books like a little at a time. But I had to print. I still have printed books right now. And will still print out a book right now. I'm not against it. I'm taking a book however I can get it. Especially if I'm a highlight. If I can print it for $2 and put it in a binder instead of spending 50. I'm gonna go get me a dollar binder, $2 binder from the store or Goodwill, because they always got them there for 59 cents, and they be the good ones, neat and all of that. And go get me my hole punch and punch them papers and put it in there, or go get me a whole bunch of the plastic covers and slide them in there. I'm not against none of that. I do all of it. I have hole punch. I got all that. I'm not. I'm gonna take care of it if I can get it. If it's some information that I need, I am not like, oh, I'm gonna wait until I have the. No, I'm about to see if it's a PDF that I can screenshot and print out these pages I'm studying. I want the information. It don't have to be for nobody else to see. I just need it. And it was a very long time, for years. As a matter of fact, in 2019, I had a lot of books, but I didn't really have a space to put them, so I could only keep out a select few on this like cart thing that I had. And it was crazy because I took a screenshot of it over in the corner with my books on it, and I said, "This is gonna be my big wood library." Y'all, why was it from this time that year? And you know how like Google Photos or whatever will bring your photos back up, and I looked at that and I said, he literally had me take a screenshot of my small bookshelf where all my books couldn't fit, and I didn't really have a space for it in the living space that I was in because it was me and my husband, whatever. And I screenshotted it, and I wrote on the screenshot, "This is the beginning." I said, "This is the beginning of my
large wood or big wood library or whatever I said. And then it came up in my memories like yesterday. And I was mind blown. I started to cry. Of course, I cry a lot, but good tears. Ain't that crazy? Cause same year, same time of year, right, sis? I need to turn the heater down. Excuse me. Same time of year, 3, 4 years later, it's a reality. All the things that I told him I wanted and how I wanted it to look is here. That's why I said make y'all thank you list, honey. I wrote thank you list about everything. Not just about my bills, not just about before I even met my husband. I was already thinking, making a thank you list about him. And then when I got married, I went back and because before I got married the first time, that's why I say it is what it is. I wrote letters to my husband who I didn't even know who he was. So I had years and years and years of letters and journal entries where I would just make a little note when I thought about how I wanted to, talk to my husband and all these different things. I did that. I'm just saying he didn't put in the effort because it could have been great. But anyway, I didn't get a chance to read them all to him. I read him a few of them, but once I figured out that he must have been just a practice, I kept all that. These ain't for you. You were a demo, evidently, because these can't be for you. Because you don't line up with none of the letters. So these ain't yours. I'm gonna just fold them up and put them away. You don't get that. This is not for you. I read a few of them, but for the most part, these ain't for you. I put a lot of thought into pretty much everything that I do. If I'm gonna do something or be with a person or be your friend or whatever, I pay heavy attention to you. Like my homegirls and stuff, heavy attention. I'm gonna know what's wrong because I love you. I care about you or whatever it is. I'm digging you or whatever. So I'm gonna pay heavy attention to you. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm gonna watch, especially if I like video chat or you in my presence. I'm gonna pay attention because that's my job. If you're gonna be around me to know when something's wrong, even when you don't say. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So yeah. hmm mm You gotta pay attention. Pay attention. I don't know what I'm about to do. I'm about to get out this house today, though. I'm not about to be in this house today. I absolutely love y'all. I've been on here about 74 minutes. So we had a 2 hour class earlier just about, and we writed about an hour. Then we're going to have a class later on this evening. I'm breaking these hours up. I'm going to do them still, but I'm breaking them up. I can't just sit for 3 hours and 4 hours no more, y'all. I'm getting old. I got to move around. So I'm going to do a morning class, semi this afternoon, and then we'll get on about 6:30. That way, I'm not all stiff from sitting for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. Okay, thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate that. Miss Harvest Moon, thank you. Will I still post on YouTube? Everything is posted on YouTube. If I do 3 classes in a day, they all on YouTube. Yeah. I just don't want to be sitting for 4 hours no more, y'all. That'd be hard on my body. So your book list got long in 48 hours. Listen. I can't be doing that. Y'all know I got lupus, so if I sit, my muscles get stiff. So I gotta work it out. So we was doing like a early morning class, then I do like an afternoon class, and then a night class, and they was all like 2 hours apiece. So I think that's what I'm gonna go back to because I didn't feel overwhelmed when I was doing it like that. You know what I mean? Because I break it up. So we'll probably go back to doing it like that. hmm But I love y'all. I just wanted to get on here and give y'all something else to go looking for. You see, and this is kind of almost like scavenger hunt, like clues when we do it like this. Because we looked at some other stuff earlier. Then you just went and looked up some names that got you looking at some other stuff. And then we'll look at something different tonight. So it's almost like going to three different classes, like science, math, and I don't know, language arts or something. Yeah. So I hope y'all have a good day. And I'll see y'all about 6:30. Probably 6:30. That way everybody can get home, get y'all dinner started, so y'all don't gotta be talking about I'm rushing home and could I make a music list? Girl, I be saying I am, but I might not ever get to it. Don't make me lie to you. You got so many things. I'm about to start working for real on this podcast. That's why I've been trying to move my schedule around so I can put some other stuff in the middle of it. Yeah. So I can get some of these things accomplished that I need to do for this year because we evolving. We in our second year, so I gotta. What? Some people just let anything fall out their mouth. Anything. They let anything. Anything. They don't even care. Just say whatever. And then be irritated when people be irritated with you. You know? What is you crazy? Yeah, we can hear you and we want you to go away. Talking about happy endings. Get out of my life, weirdo. Get out. I be trying to keep my face straight, family. I do. I be trying to keep my face straight, but damn, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You don't get yourself out of here. Y'all is strangers to me. So anything that you try to talk dirty to me is not funny. Cause I can't see what you look like, and you might be real beastly on the other side of there. That don't make me happy. It makes me wanna vomit. Don't talk dirty to me and you don't know me. Don't do that. It's gross. Whatever time it is, I don't care. It's daylight and I don't know you. It ain't no telling what you look like on the other side of this thing. Don't do that. I'm for real. I can't see y'all. Shoot. I be bad. Don't do that. Females can be beastly too. If you beastly, I didn't say male or female. It don't matter. You can be beastly either way. That could be your demeanor. It ain't even gotta be how you look. But you don't know me to say no nothing. Y'all be trying to discriminate when I'm talking about everybody. I don't y'all don't hear me say I don't. You do not know me well enough to say nothing nasty to me. Hell, even this song go outside. Cause Sarah, you seen it. Since you seen it too. Listen, David. People is crazy. I'm serious. And they just feel, I told y'all this internet got people thinking they can say, you don't know me to say none of the stuff y'all be trying to say. Whatever it is. I'm a complete stranger. This internet be making people weird. There isn't one. Y'all done sat back down, right? Cause I'm about to go. See, I should have got off 30 seconds prior to that. If I would have got off 30 seconds prior to that, but maybe somebody needs to hear this because they weird. It's weird to watch people and you can call them on the phone and you don't talk to them. It's weird if you really know me in person and you be watching me and you don't say nothing. It's weird if you think that you could just say whatever you want to me because I'm on here every day and you see me but I don't see you. It's weird. I got the mole out though, so I'm happy about that. I was right about what I said too. I'm so excited. When I tell y'all my daddy do not, I knew it. What I said was what it was. Auntie, if you here, whoever was here for class the other day, when I said what I said, and I remember it's like I stopped in mid class and I said, it was the mole. It was the mole. Ain't that crazy? It was the mole, and I knew it. And I have been knowing it for about 2 months. But I wasn't saying nothing to nobody. But I specifically asked certain questions when it started showing up, because I had a feeling, but I didn't want to be crazy. But I was right. And so now that I know that the mole is there, I filled up all the mole holes, and so now I'm good. Because moles just come to dig holes. And you do you know? Have you ever stepped down in a mole hole? It looked like it's solid. It looked like the rest of the grass. You might see a little dip. Sometimes it's even raised dirt because they pushed it up in a way. But guess what happened? When you go to lean on it, you will tear your whole self up, trip, fall, break your ankle because it's air like a bag of chips. It's a whole steep hole down in there that they have covered to look like it's sturdy and solid, but it ain't. And it was a moho in my life, and I had to go on and realize that it looks sturdy on the outside. But the whole time they just been burrowing and burrowing and burrowing and burrowing, packing stuff away. But in all reality, as soon as you tap on the top of that, it's all gonna fall in. And that's how you know if it's a mole in your life, real life. Not and God be warning us. And like I said, I pay attention. He be telling me. So I realized it don't matter what it look like on the surface. Cause a lot of times it don't be nothing under there. It's like a whole bunch of this, but you'll never see no action about none of the stuff that a person say. You never see the action. Never. But they want to keep on putting up a front like it's solid right here. But if you just stick your finger in there, it'll all okay. That a sinkhole. What you call them? Sand pit. Yeah, like a track. This is physical, mental, everything. It works. I promise you. Start looking at folks. And then people be mad when you see that they the mole or the rat or the snake or whatever, and they want to try to change their form for a minute, and then they go right back because it's a costume. Because you can't hide you. That's one thing you cannot do. You cannot hide yourself. You cannot hide your character. You cannot hide how you really move. And most times when people call you on it, and you know it's really you, you gotta try to switch up for a minute, but really you just be mad because they pulled your card. Say your feelings is hurt. Say, dang, you right. Instead of putting on another mask, you just flipped it. Y'all remember? I can't remember which action toy had it, but it had a whole bunch of faces, and you could just keep same body. They're just, but you could just keep hitting it, and the faces is gonna turn just like this. I think it was He Man or somebody, and literally them faces. Good morning, thank you. Them faces will just keep turning, but it's the same body. Man of faces, it is same body. Just who you want to see, who you want to see, who you want to see, who you want to go. You don't like who you want to see. Tell me that ain't how that toy. You could just keep hitting it. Same body, different face. Different face. Every single time you could just keep turning and it's gonna be the same body, different face. Literally. That is so powerful. Because people will put on whatever face they need to, but they the same person. That's why I'm gonna be me. I'm not about to. You don't have to like me or do. I'm gonna tell you when you step on my toe. I'm gonna tell you when you offend me. And if you don't like me, then don't be around me. Cause I'm not about to change. I'm not saying I'm not growing and evolving, but I'm not going to dumb myself down or stop calling you out on your BS because it make you feel uncomfortable. Well, then really don't come around me then, cause I'm gonna call you out on your BS every single time. Cause it makes me feel some type of way, and I'm not crazy. I know how I feel, and energy don't lie. You can lie with your mouth, but energy don't. Energy don't lie. It don't. You can change your looks and not your soul. Come on with it. And a person will try to make you like you the aggressor and you're negative and you're okay. Nah, I just bust that head over. This is what I did, and you ain't used to nobody busting your head. I bust pastors' heads, children's heads, old ladies' head, old men's heads, white heads, black heads, yellow heads, green heads, demon heads. I'm busting everybody head. I don't care. HB head buster. You can get it if you wanted to. What you need? Because guess what? I'm over it. You want some too? You want some? You? You want some? That's how I be feeling, y'all. Do you want some? You want your head? I ain't scared to bust nobody head. What you want? As my grandma used to say to the white meat. I'll bust you in your head to the white meat. That's what my grandma used to say. So here we go. What you need? Leave me alone. Y'all see, I bust faster. It don't matter. What? Who is you? What? Just crazy. It's okay. But people will try to make you think you crazy because you read them real good. And I'm used to people telling me I'm crazy and I'm wrong and I'm mean and all those different things after I have allowed you to be yourself and now I'm about to be me. And now people don't like me no more. Didn't I tell you I said they love me and then they hate me? But then they won't like leave me alone. It's weird. And then they always try to make it like, you do realize that you came to my house or you went through somebody to try to get a hold to me or you had to go out of your way to try to find me because I tried to make sure that you couldn't. And you still did. So who's crazy, me or you? Because you came looking for me. Friends, whatever. I said we wasn't friends. And I went on about my business. And then I hear through the grapevine that you asking about me. So what is you asking about me for if we're not friends? Because I don't ask about you. Once you are really out of my system, friend, family member, whatever, I don't ask people what you doing. I'm not even gonna call the people that I know you know or be no places where I know you be because I don't want to see. Once you are completely out of my whatever, like my homegirls that I used to go out with, and once I if I know y'all go to this club, I'm not gonna go there. And it ain't about I just don't want to see you because I don't want to try to be trying to rekindle nothing. No. Once I have made it up in my mind, for real, that I am done with this situation, and like I said, I'm human. Some people call and they say, you know what, I was having a bad day, or maybe I didn't know, whatever. So you try to be whatever, but once you keep doing stupid stuff over and over, no, I'm not no Scorpio. I'm a Pisces, and my birthday is coming up. I'm trying to figure out, y'all. I might come up missing for about 2 weeks. Who knows? I might just like be MIA for the week of my birthday. I don't know. It ain't like I didn't took no vacation no time. So if y'all don't see me, oh, I look cute. Thank you. This you and your sister hairstyle, ain't it? You see my Walmart gear. You see my Walmart gear, daughter. You see me. This the shirt your sister got me before I went out of town 2 years ago. You got yours on now like that. Come on, cause we do our thing around here. You already know in the house. I already know. You got your hair like this right now. My daughter got locks too, and they red. I will. I'll call you when I get off. I'm about to get out now. See? That's my baby. That's my oldest daughter right there. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'm about to go. Let's go talk to my grandson. My son and grandson and son. Yeah, I do be partying by myself. I'm about to go somewhere today. I'm not about to sit in this house. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm not about to sit in this house. I'm about to go. As soon as I get over here, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm not gonna be in here. It don't matter where I go, but I'm about to go somewhere. Yes. No, that's my youngest one. They all be looking like me though. Yep. I love y'all. Have a good day. Let's go call my grandson. Love y'all.